Who is stronger, Black S with his many forms or the Monster King himself? Orochi. Again, these are beings with multiple forms, so I will be making a list of which form would beat which, just like I did in the previous video, which has exploded. My goodness. Let's start with addressing Monster King Orochi for a sec, because he's in a bit of a sticky situation. What I mean by that is that he has different forms and now has a non-canon form, which was canon at first, the condensed form he used against Saitama. Can we just get a moment to appreciate the now non-canon form from Orochi? That was so dope. The fight was way better than the new one, but I do get that the new version of the fight is more important for the lore and longevity of the story. But still, man, I miss it. But yeah, both canon and non-canon forms will be in this video. Anyways, let's start with the first one. That one is pretty obvious. The weakest is Black S. Of course, he will get slaughtered by Orochi. He has the ability to split into the trillions, but just like with Darkshine, who is weaker than Orochi, when he splits that much, he won't do any damage and just slowly dies off because Orochi just has to use a couple of big blasts. But not to sleep on him, he was able to defeat Atomic Samurai. But yeah, Black S won't win this first match. At least he got him beat in charisma. Now we go to a special person, one might not even know, and that is Multi-S. He isn't canon in the manga continuity, but he is quote-unquote canon because he was in the webcomic during the Monster Association arc. He just hasn't showed up in the manga yet. I do have a small theory about him. I think he'll get in the manga later down in the story, when he might have to fight someone, maybe trying to win the trust of Genos or Saitama, I don't know. Maybe he'll even fight alongside Genos, who knows. And then during that, he will use that form because he might not be fully back to his original state as to where he could transform into Golden S or Platinum S. Because we know he needs protein and that he is barely as strong as a puppy right now. I know that things have changed, but I do believe that the creator saved Multi-S for later, and it's fun to have him in the list as well. But anyways, he will also not survive Orochi. I would guess he is around half Monster Garou level, the one that fought Orochi, but it's hard to translate his webcomic powers into the manga because everything in the manga is exaggerated and stronger. But I would say he might give Orochi something, but when he gets serious, it's night-night for Multi-S. Now, above Multi-S is Orochi. You know, the standing normal form of him. He is an absolute powerhouse. He's actually similar to Garou in many ways. He was able to grow stronger during fights and can pick up moves and abilities super easily. For example, the Water Streep Rock Smashing Fist. But he has capped. But still, he has superhuman physical prowess, elasticity, power bestowal, regeneration, transformation, fire manipulation, energy projection, technique mimicry, Water Stream Rock Smashing Fist, you name it, boy. Very strong monster and can easily defeat Black S and Multi-S. Before I reveal which forms and beings are stronger than him, I have to quickly say we just hit 300 subscribers during this recording. I'm so grateful for it, but if we can hit 1000 subscribers, I will be the happiest guy on the planet. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe real quick if you want to. Thanks. Anyways, the one above Orochi is Golden S. He is, in my opinion, stronger than Orochi. I mean, take Darkshine for example. He was way stronger than half Monster Garou. He ragdolled him. Now the same Garou fought against Orochi and survived and gotten stronger afterwards. You can say that Orochi there was suppressed, and I believe that. But you gotta know that it wasn't like he was using only 1% of his power, and you can even argue that he used 100% of his power in that specific form, meaning that if he transformed he would defeat Garou, but he didn't because he didn't want to kill him. That argument is valid, but let's say he was using 50% of his power in that form. Well, 50% Orochi did worse than Darkshine, so you can say Darkshine might be able to go toe to toe, and by that logic, Golden S is way stronger than Darkshine, and even Spyro Garou, and some might even say the beginning stages of Awakened Garou, first for Monster Garou. Now if you dial it back, you can clearly see Golden S is stronger than Orochi. This isn't even highballing Golden S. If you really want to highball him, you can make the argument that he's even stronger than Orochi's true form or condensed form. But let's make it fair here. Now above Golden S is Orochi's non-canon final form pre-redraw. I'll just call it condensed Orochi. This might be very controversial, but it's true. I believe he can defeat Golden S. Let's first start with durability. I do believe Golden S has better durability because he is basically Darkshine on steroids, which doesn't even make sense because Darkshine has to be juiced up. So Golden is tougher physically than Orochi. But however, Golden S, as you can see here, isn't able to regenerate. So with the regeneration, Orochi has this, which is a very important factor here. Now speed goes to Golden S most likely, depending on the argument, because if he is just a 80% version of Platinum S, then he most likely is as fast if not a bit slower than Flashy Flash. And I think it's fair to say Flashy Flash is most likely faster than Orochi, but yeah, who knows. But they're probably close to each other in terms of speed. I think Golden S is just a bit faster. But yeah, when you look at combat ability, Orochi far surpasses Golden S, and of course the attack potency goes to Orochi as well. I haven't seen Golden S have such great feats, and yeah, it's obvious that Golden S will most likely lose this battle, but it will be close though. It's not a total washdown or anything. And it's very difficult to compare these beings because especially Orochi has no screen time. Poor guy had to face Saitama. Now entering the sticky situation I said earlier in this video is the fact that we don't know which form is stronger, condensed Orochi or true form Orochi. I would say it's pretty close. They are most likely relative in power, but I would say that true Orochi just has a bit of a more scary feat. The pulling magma of the Earth's core. So now the age-old question, the real reason why you guys were here. Who is stronger, Platinum S or the true form of the Monster King, Orochi? Again, this is very close and there's no factual evidence proving that one is stronger than the other. Arguments can be made for both, but in my opinion, the one stronger is Platinum S. Before anyone kills me, let's get this stupid argument out of the way. Orochi was Monster King and Black S worked under him and that no one could defy Monster King, so that's why Platinum S is weaker. First of all, y'all talking about Black S. Of course he can defeat Orochi, he's at the bottom of this list. And don't tell me Black S used Platinum S to try to defeat Orochi, because he can't unfuse when he turns into Golden S or Platinum S. So he never did that. Heck, look at the reaction of Black S when Platinum S was born. Something like this never happened before. And we know Black S by now. He is smart. He always goes for the long run. I would assume, no, I'm 100% certain. If the Monster Association won, then Black S would wait until we could use Platinum S to defeat Orochi and overthrow him. So now that we got that stupid argument out of the way, let me give the reason as to why I believe Platinum S would win. Don't get me wrong, Orochi has better attack potency, like the Gaia cannon. If it would hit Platinum S, I'm sure he won't survive. But one thing that Platinum S has that would beat Orochi is his speed. His speed is straight up disgusting, bro. I'm sorry, Orochi is not hitting Platinum S. Even Flashy Flash, one of the fastest One Punch Man characters, couldn't keep up with his speed. And we know that the Gaia cannon takes time to charge, and he has to go deep below the earth with his tail to grab it. So if he is in the surface, it would take even longer. It's just that Saitama always lets them charge their attacks and stuff like that. But knowing Platinum, nah, he will take any advantage he can get. And people sleep on him because he isn't destroying countries or huge cities, but that's not his style. His style is very concentrated, strong punches. So he minimizes the collateral damage and he maximizes the damage towards the opponent. So he will hurt Orochi. And the fire blasts coming out of the Orochi's dragons aren't that strong. They are just big. Like, let me give you an example. You have Nappa, yeah? He has this very big ability that destroyed a whole city, yeah? Now we take Piccolo's Special Beam Cannon. For the ones that have seen Dragon Ball, we all know that Piccolo's Special Beam Cannon is way stronger than Nappa's attack. Yet Nappa did more collateral damage, because it's not a condensed attack, it's just a bigger but weaker attack. So my point is, if he hits Platinum S with the blast of the dragons, I don't think it would necessarily destroy him, because we know that he is a stronger version of Golden S, and Golden S is a stronger version of Dark Shine, so his durability is through the roof. And in terms of raw punching power, I think Platinum S is stronger than Orochi. Now combat ability I have to give towards Orochi. I'm not saying he would ragdoll Orochi, it would be very close. And I might be wrong, Orochi's regeneration might be faster than the damage Platinum S can dish out. But everyone has a limit. Go away, Saitama. So it's a match of endurance that I believe Platinum would win. Barely. And one extra argument, it's not a huge one, but it's still worth mentioning. It's that Murata said he doesn't know who is stronger between Orochi and Golden S. He wasn't even talking about Platinum S. But I know that it's Murata and not one talking. But yeah, as I said, it could go the other way. This is very hard to determine factually, but these are my reasons as to why I believe Platinum S would win. Barely. What do you guys think? And leave down the reason as to why Platinum S would win or why Orochi would win. But don't just type in Platinum S would wash Orochi or one shots or vice versa. We won't get smarter because of that. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed and keep existing.